Wonderful, we're live. Wow. All right, hopefully everybody's going to be joining us really soon. We just went live on YouTube. We're at Numa Nursery's YouTube channel. We're also at Moringa Growers Co-op Facebook group live. Thanks everybody for joining us. We're going to get a little bit more organized and make sure that we're right on time pretty soon. Every day is a beautiful day, a journey. We just got back from doing yoga actually downtown Tampa with Ariel. She was invited to do yoga at the Poke company down there, and they have beautiful food bowls. And I'm talking to the owner about sourcing local ingredients from farmers and how they may want to add moringa into their dishes. So, wow. So glad we're here. I'm a little out of breath. Just trying to get set up and make a good scene for everybody. We got our whiteboard in the background here. We've got all of our things that we need. Really? Yes. Mostly we have the tea. We've got some warm tea. And so this is a nice tea. What I'm going to do here actually is I'm going to add a little bit of moringa powder. Here. Just a little bit. We already put some honey in there. Doesn't need much, just a little sprinkle. Everybody's like, how do you use the powder? And so we use also a little bit of extra loose leaf. This is probably an herbal tea that Ariel likes to make. And then I add a little bit of moringa in there. Both the powder and also the loose leaf is very good. So we'll just spin that up. This is warm water, so it's nice and warm. And this will start steeping in there. And I like the chunks. I don't mind the chunks. Even when I was little and I had IBS and really severe pains in my side, I would have to eat barley greens when I was little. When I'm like 8, 9, 10 years old, 11 years old, I'm eating barley greens, and so I'm used to kind of having a little bit of chunk in my mixes. Plus that's the fiber. Ooh, yeah, you really get to feel it there. It's like a meal in itself. Well, thanks everybody. Thanks for joining. Just wanted to show you how we're making the tea. I'll just set this aside. I'm Kendrick Henry, your local moringa farmer. I started growing moringa trees about 5-6 years ago professionally for my business, Numa Nursery. And it developed into the Moringa Growers Co-op. It developed into a community initiative where I started planting trees on other people's properties, and they were ecstatic to learn about moringa, have a moringa tree in their yard. A lot of them didn't even know what it was. And I've been teaching them along the way the value that moringa has. And so more and more every year, their trees are getting bigger, and they're like, I have these flowers and I have these greens, I have these drumsticks. What's the value of it? What can I get from this moringa? And that's what I've been teaching everyone here, and we're, oh yes, I love it, doing yoga. That's what I was saying. Maybe everybody can, even with me for a second, just get active in this process of learning. Maybe do a couple of head stretches. I want to get you guys activated. Just do a couple of head stretches with me. There we go. Just kind of do a little head roll. I want to get you guys activated in there. Thanks for joining me today and learning about the moringa tree. You can learn more about the moringa tree on our website for a short amount of time. We're going to be taking this off, and we're going to be editing it, and we're going to be making it into a training course for our members. So this is going to be turned into a training course. So if you want to get some of it now, get some of the info now, I encourage you to go ahead and download this at moringagrowerscoop.org. You can learn all about the moringa tree. We're going to start having classes actually very soon. We're rolling out the classes, and this is going to be some more information about how you can join the Moringa Growers Co-op. We've got people asking all over the country, all over the world, and especially all over Florida, how to join the Moringa Growers Co-op, and that's what I'm going to teach you today. And so this is beautiful. This tree is in Plant City. We're in Plant City. But this tree is just a few miles down the road from here, and it was planted about 4 or 5 years ago. I took this picture about 2 to 3 months after harvesting the tree completely back to sticks. So we brought it back. It was big. We brought it back. And then this is the fresh greens. This is how you get constantly fresh new greens. Your trees won't look like this on their own without your care and help and maintenance. They're going to get long, they're going to get lanky, they're going to get real spindly, they're going to get little bits of flowers on it, and they won't look like this on their own unless you just cut them back every year, twice a year. You'll consistently have new fresh greens. And this is the characteristic of the moringa tree because it's edible, and in nature, animals will come by and bring it back down to the point where they've eaten all the pieces that they can eat, and then all of a sudden it flushes back out. So that way when the animals come back, they're like, oh, look at that beautiful tree, and they come back and eat it. And it's this process that moringa out in nature was noticed by Indians and Africans about its resiliency. And as agriculture developed about 5,000 years ago, moringa was one of the first trees out in nature that became a staple food crop that was grown agriculturally and commercially. And that's why we grow moringa today, and why it's so perfect for snapping with your hand and eating with, fresh right off the tree. Like, there was nothing altered about these leaves. I mean, what other leaves from a tree do you know that you can stick in some warm water and just eat like that? They're soft, they're brittle, they're very, very wispy. Some get it confused with a legume. It may look like a legume. A lot of tropical trees have the very similar leaf structure as a legume, but this is not a nitrogen fixing legume. It is in its own genus of the Moringaceae. I'm still learning genus and then family and then species. So there are 13 species of moringa in the family Moringa, in the genus Moringaceae. And this is actually what's going to be in future chapters of this book, which we're going to be bringing out in a few weeks, and we're going to be offering a training course. So please download this manual real quick, get it in before it's gone, and that'll give you a little bit of info about the Moringa Growers Co-op and how you can join. Well, our capital fund actually closed. We closed 2020 capital fund. It's closed. So we got all our investors in that we needed for the year. We really appreciate y'all that have been asking questions and learning about the co-op and how you can actually invest in the co-op. We're going to be coming out with some other investment opportunities with the co-op, mostly with our members. We're going to be transitioning the investment opportunity into much more of like a membership program, to where you're getting the benefits of being a member, and then maybe after we have enough qualified members that may have a minimum income, we'll be able to categorize everyone and make sure that it's not like a gambling or a betting thing. It's one of the reasons why there's regulations and to keep people in place, because like, if we don't want to put you in a position, if you're giving us $50,000, but that's like your only $50,000, we want to make sure you're giving us $5,000 so that way you have $50,000. And so there's just checks and balances that we want to make sure all of our investors have enough, they're making enough income. And these are standard things as companies grow, to make sure everyone that's involved in the investment is a qualified investor. So we're going to be making sure that in the near future. So many things going on. I'm just happy that you're here. We're learning how to join the Moringa Growers Co-op. We're at Numa Farms, a nursery in Plant City. We've been here a year now, and absolutely love it. If you love Moringa or are interested in learning about Moringa, never tried Moringa before, if you go to moringagrowerscoop.org, we have an Immunity Boost bundle right now. That's for sale. It's a $500 deal for only $199. So you're getting $300 off, and it comes with these items here. It comes with a kilo of powder. It comes with a kilo of loose leaf, and this is just 500 grams. So it'll come with 2 of these. And then also, this is 500 capsules, but it comes with 1,000 capsules. So you get 2 of these here, and then 1 of these here, which is a full kilogram. And all of that included will be a a $500 deal for only $199 at moringagrowerscoop.org, and that really helps us out a lot. That's the special that we have running right now. That gets you a 1-year supply. This is a 1-year supply of moringa, and it's beautiful, super fresh. You can see we're packaging this up. We're harvesting trees now in the southern region of the county. So now I'm traveling all the way to Bradenton. I'm going to St. Pete, southern St. Pete. I'm going all the way to Brandon and Riverview. And this time of year is when we're making all of our harvests a little bit further south than here, because we've already had all the leaves pretty much in the local area, in the Tampa Bay area, pretty much fall off all the trees. And it's a seasonal tree here in this area. If you get even more tropical, like I said, even just 30 minutes south of Tampa where we are now, I mean, the trees are still full. The trees are dark and green. They're loving this kind of cooler weather, but not too cold. And it's almost like spring for them. So they're just flushing out, and we're going over to see trees throughout the week. And so we've got greens drying and super steady, fresh product that we're bringing out to you from our local moringa growers. And you might be wondering how they join the co-op, and how you may be able to join the co-op here in the near future. So things are transitioning with us. We're becoming more official. We have a board of directors now. So we have a group of 5 individuals that are now helping us behind the scenes. It's not just myself anymore. We have now checks and balances, and people are holding each other accountable for responsibilities. If we say that we're going to do something, we need to follow through with it. And that's what these chapter meetings are for, that we've been having on Mondays, which we're going to be bringing people in so you can actually witness and watch these executive board meetings that we're having every single Monday. And that way you can even just pipe in and see what's rolling in next. And if you're interested in becoming a manager of the board, director, and even serve on committees. So like every single week we're forming to-dos, and then in order for us to get help in acting out those to-dos, we need managers. We need more help. We need volunteers. Potentially, we have salary positions available very soon as we start raising more funds and capital. And also, as our sales begin to increase, we'll be able to have more salary for those, not only directors, myself, and then also the managers, and then leading into bringing people in as volunteers. We're going to be able to have a little bit more flow. We're applying for grants right now. We're getting USDA grants approved, and there's a lot of opportunities out there right now, not only for the for-profit corporation, but also the nonprofit that we're forming as well, that tie in together to help both sides of the spectrum. And the reason why there might be 2 sides is because we have different types of memberships available. We have residential memberships, and we also have commercial memberships. We're really focusing on the growers. How to join the co-op? How to join the Moringa Growers Co-op. It's very, very important for every single member owner of this co-op to be growing moringa trees in any capacity that they can. And that's where we're dwindling down to the people that really can help us at this given time. There's a lot of people that have been wanting to join the co-op as workers, and say maybe they lived in an apartment with only a balcony. As long as you're able to provide the co-op with some sort of value and you're growing moringa, we've had several people even growing moringa on their balcony in cone pots, and they're providing trees to us every single week or every other week or every month. That's important to us. As long as you're consistent and you're willing and able to grow moringa in any capacity in pots, even on your balcony, that's what's important to us. And also that you're in Florida, and that's also really, really important to us. So I'll go ahead and just kind of slide this over. In the past, we've been talking about how this is an international co-op and how we have members all over the world. And what I've been finding is that there's some rules and there's regulations with that. Each owner member of the co-op needs to be a resident in the state that the co-op is registered in. And so what we're finding is that every single owner member of the co-op just needs to be a Florida resident and also growing moringa trees in any capacity. That's how you join the co-op, as an owner. And that's what we're getting everybody essentially down to. If you can see, I think everybody can kind of see this down here. I've got to move this to the side, to where we want everybody to be owners. And I know on Facebook Live this might be backwards, but we're also live at YouTube right now. If you wanted to switch over to YouTube, we're at Numa Nursery's YouTube channel live. We're going to be actually switching this over pretty soon to strictly over to the Moringa Growers Co-op YouTube channel as well. So we're going to be getting things even more clear. There's going to be even more clarity in the separation between Numa and the co-op. And then also how we're doing business together, because what some of the directors are helping me make clear and also teach others is that Numa Nursery is an owner of the co-op. And so we want every single owner of the co-op to have the same opportunity and add value to their business as I'm adding to Numa Nursery. So I'm adding so much value not only to Numa Nursery by being an owner and being able to promote for the Moringa Growers Co-op at any given time, but also I can promote on the Moringa Growers Co-op channel as well. So if there's other owners that are like me eventually in the co-op that have are into creating content as much as I am, they can also make videos for the co-op and be able to get paid for that. There's compensation that we're working out, and we're making it aware to Judith, which is our treasurer, our lovely co-op treasurer. She's helping us get everything organized with the funds and the monies and the finances, so that way we can really start allocating it to things that's really important to us, like content and also salaries. And we're figuring out the difference between physical assets of Numa and also, say, physical or even digital assets of the co-op. And so that's what we're in the process of working out right now. So I really appreciate you guys for just also keeping up with us through the years that we've been growing both of these beautiful businesses. Now we're really starting to really get our fingers out in different directions. Numa really wants to grow figs and pineapples and agaves and aloes and tropicals and things like that. So I'm really excited to get some help focusing on other plants as the plant nursery takes off. And then the co-op is really going to be focusing on moringa at every single level at a wholesale rate, so that way we can still continue to provide high quality products in huge amounts for people that want to be able to break it down and resell it at their business. Say like Numa, how we have these little packages. So I purchased moringa from the co-op, broke it down and put it into these packages, and that helps me make a little bit of a profit from the moringa because we're selling these for $5-6 a piece, sometimes buy two get one free. And you could make $500 a kilo if you just sold moringa like this, but you're purchasing moringa for $100 a kilo, making a 5-time flip, or a 4x or 5x flip. And that's pretty much what we're trying to do, is help others see that a way to be a part of the co-op is also through the selling aspect. It's very important. So how do you join the co-op? You could join the co-op today in a sense where you might not be growing trees right now, and you might not have taken the training course, but you want to start selling. There are some things you will need to know and learn about moringa through, once you get to selling. But if you're already in the mindset of I'm going to sell, and you focus on what you're selling, say powder, and you focus on what this powder is made of and made from and how it's made and the benefits of moringa, all the other things will come very easy because you focused on one thing. So like a lot of people say, you know what, I'm just going to focus on capsules, especially when they're starting out. We have gentlemen in let's just say in New York, and he had me on the phone this week, and he's like, I'm trying to start my business. What do you think I should start with first? Because he wants to buy moringa in bulk. So he wanted to get 1,000 capsules and be able to break it down into smaller baggies, and to be able to start being a part of the co-op, start how to, joining the co-op and the business side of moringa by selling, because he can start selling tomorrow. He said, I'm going to just go to my friends, I'll go to my family, I'm going to go to my job, I'm going to talk to my boss about it, and I'm going to see if they want to buy like a little 10 capsule bottle or a 10 capsule baggie or even a 100 capsule bottle. He was like, can you send me bottles as well. Could you send me 10 or 20 bottles for the price of the capsules? And we said, yes, of course. They could be labeled, they could be unlabeled. Whatever helps you out the most to get your business started is one of the ways that we're helping others join the co-op. At one level, you want to be a seller, and you want to be able to earn some income directly from Moringa itself. So you want to start with, say this gentleman said he wanted to start with the capsules. So it's one of the ways, and he's like, well, what should I say? And what's the best packaging way and things like that. And I said, well, check it out. You know, sometimes it's good to have it in a clear package so that people can see it. As long as there's no direct light hitting it, you just don't want to have this in the sun on your table, so that way the sun's not altering and changing, because this was actually dried in a shaded indoor dehydrating environment, very clean room, so that way it retains its color and its nutrients. You just don't want to have this out in the light. So clear packaging is good, but also in a bottle is good. Depends on the size that you want to start with. But this is a really important aspect of being a part of the co-op, is learning how to sell and attract others, so that way when the time comes and you're owning moringa trees in the ground, and the co-op can only buy, say, maybe 50 kilos from you or 100 kilos from you, depending on your tier of membership, depending on how many trees you have, you'll have excess. You'll have excess amount. So like we will be able to agree at a time that for sure we just need you to supply us with 50 kilos a month, no matter what. And you might have 100 kilos a month, but for right now we may, because your neighbor may also be supplying us with 50, and your neighbor over here may be supplying with 50, and you may also need to do some groundwork on your own to sell the other remaining greens on your own. We are helpful. We're helpful in a sense. We're trying to sell as much as we can. We want to be fair to all of our members in the area, and so you want to also have the safety and surety that you have other customers and you have other ways of being able to sell it, and you have the skill set to be able to take what you have as a raw product and be able to get it out there, not allow it to go bad, not feel frustrated that you don't know how to sell. It's an important aspect of being in the co-op to know how to sell. It's one of the first things that I had to learn getting this business started, was learning how to sell. I had never really been a salesperson before, but through this process of the last 5 years of starting this business, I'm realizing more and more that the most important skill that everyone needs to have today is being able to sell. It's really, with the internet growing at a massive rate, and also for opportunities to make a passive income, and not have to, say, necessarily work a 9-to-5 job, it's important to learn how to sell, whether or not you're in front of the camera or not, or whether or not you're the one that's taking the calls or not, or you're having someone do those things for you. You just need to learn how to sell, and sell Moringa good. And that's what's important, because the more that you're also getting attention for Moringa, teaching people about Moringa, the more it's going to generate more energy back to the co-op and also back to your business. And it's this you see this relationship with me and the passion that I have with Moringa, starting Numa Nursery, and then also this passion that I have for starting the Moringa Growers Co-op. They're both so much in my head, and I'm in love with both businesses and companies right now, and I'm so happy that we've got to this level. It's taken us 5 years to get here with all of your help, and that's one of the aspects that we need everybody to know and learn in being an owner, member of the co-op. So one of the first things, if you're like, I need to generate some extra income, I don't know much about Moringa, but maybe I could learn in the next couple of days, in the next couple hours, I could binge on some of Kendrick's videos or all the other Moringa videos that are out there, and help you learn the skill of selling. Once you know all the benefits of Moringa, it sells itself. That's the thing, is that Moringa does all the work for you. It's in its own right. All somebody has to do is even just look Moringa up online, and they see that it's a complete protein, that it has vitamins and minerals and salts that are important for functioning organs and blood. It's very good for the circulation, and it has iron for the blood, and which helps with circulation. It helps it detox slightly and cleanse a little bit of mucus from your body, so that way if you have any kind of infections, or you have bacteria or fungus or anything in there that you need to kind of get out of your bloodstream, say due to the effects of diabetes or lupus or malnutrition, and even just iron deficiencies like anemia and things like that, drinking a little bit of moringa every day, or having a little bit of capsules or a little bit of powder or something, is a way to start selling it. And it's so easy to just see those things because it's backed by science. Like, we're not lying about it. That's why when I first got started, people were like, can you say that, Kendrick? Can you even say that? I mean, aren't there like herbal doctors that are being like wiped out because they're saying things on camera about how things are beneficial or they're anti-cancerous? Well, that's the thing, is that they might be saying that about something that's maybe not proven. And then maybe they're making a claim about something. But the thing is here is that everything that I'm saying is backed up by science. It's all been proven, which is great. There can be anti-cancer properties in moringa if it's grown correctly with great soil and it's organic and things like that, and it's from a well-mature tree in the perfect environment. And things change once you take it out of its native kind of environment and you're growing it in, say, Alaska or New York or Ohio or Kansas or Connecticut or Massachusetts, where we're getting a lot of people asking us, yeah, can we grow it up here? Can we grow it over here? And as long as everyone knows that you can grow it anywhere. It just has to be grown, say, maybe in the summertime as an annual, as a short bush. If you do decide to grow it, say, in those northern states outside of, say, maybe Florida, Louisiana, Texas, and California, and Arizona, anything outside of those lower zones there, they're going to need a little bit of extra care, a little bit of extra maintenance, a little bit of extra love, attention, soil, fertilizer, mulch, and hay, and greenhouses. And it's going to be a little bit more work, and they're going to grow a little slower than they say do here. They may not be as nutritious up there. We don't know. We have to do some more testing with those. But I know for sure that the research that's being done on moringa around the world is being tested in places like California, Arizona, Texas, and Florida by universities. Oops. No, I thought I put it on Do Not Disturb, but I guess not. I just had a little phone call there. Hopefully everybody is still there and we're watching. So getting back to some of the requirements of how to join the co-op is going to be taking some of our training courses, which we're going to be coming out very soon. I know I've been saying this for a long time, but it takes a lot to get it organized and really figure out what we want to teach in our course and possibly how much we want to charge. It's a way for you to come in and learn every aspect of the moringa. So I have a little paper here. This is kind of like a training course with eligibility standards. So anybody like individuals or businesses, farmers that are desiring to learn about the moringa tree can take our training course. Also, you don't have to be a member owner, say in Florida, to take the training course. That's the thing, is that owner members have to be in Florida. But someone that just wants to learn about moringa, like you, say maybe watching here in Arizona or Connecticut or Hawaii or anywhere else, you can, of course, take our training course. You don't have to be a member, but this is how you join a part of the subscription. I don't know what we want to call it, because it's like a little confusing when you have members that are actually owner members, but then you have members of your training course and members of your growing classes and members of your selling courses. And so I'll try to be more specific, is that specifically owner members have to be from Florida residents, and are growing moringa trees in the ground. And that's a requirement that we're setting the standard for being a owner member. But to be a learning member, you can be anywhere. And if you want to learn moringa, that's what we're finding, is that there's a ton of people that even just asked me this week. They're like, hey, can I come over this Saturday and just kind of hang out with you and learn, and learn? Can I spend a couple hours with you and just maybe learn? and I asked them to be patient with me, as I really only have about 15 minutes with each person that comes in here, just because I am going making content. I'm going live and I'm talking with everybody that comes in. And someone that wants to reserve a little bit more of my time, I'm asking to just go to our website, moringagrowerscoop.org, and reserve more time with me, either on the phone. If you need extended time, like an hour, 2 hours, just get the consultation there. That helps us out. It helps with reserving my time if you need to talk with me a little bit more. But I'm asking people that are wanting to come now, that are like, hey, I want to learn. I want to take this 4 hours with you on Saturday, because they may have a lot of extra time. And I really appreciate that, but I just need about 15 minutes with you if you want to come in. And then if you really want to learn more, just be patient with us as we come out with the training courses that will help get you into the Moringa Growers Co-op program. We have to first finish the manual. There's a lot of writing and things and pictures and things that we're going to be getting together, but we're almost done. And I want you to just be a little bit more patient with me and the co-op as we finish this manual, because this is just chapter 1. And we've had over 5,000 people request this manual this year. So I know that this is a hot topic. It's something that people want to learn. They want to learn how to grow moringa professionally in their backyard or even on a commercial setting. So that's what we're going to be learning and training, is how to grow moringa with the Moringa Growers Co-op, even if you're in Hawaii. Maybe if you're just planning on growing moringa in a couple years, and you just want to take the course and you want to learn, we encourage you to just take the course. Say you're already growing moringa and you want to be an owner member, and you already know kind of how to sell. We just need to have some more conversation with you, and also do some testing, because a way for our nonprofit to get some more grant money is to just show that the individuals or businesses that are a part of our organization are also learning. It's an educational grant. And so if we can, at that time, you're like, hey, look, I've already learned everything I need to know about moringa. Say you're like me. And you're like, I've already know everything. I've already been growing it for 10 years. I know how to sell it. I've already been selling it on my website or at the farmer's market. I just want to be an owner. There's a fast track way to become straight up owner member of the co-op. The fastest way is going to still take a year. It's still going to take a full year for us to get to know each other, and us to make sure that you can actually produce a high quality product consistently for us. Because the first time that a grower that, say, has a couple hundred trees might get us 50 kilos is doing great, but maybe something happens and they fall off, and we're still expecting those 50 kilos, and then we become short because they don't have it. We need to make sure there's a relationship there, that somehow, some way, there's some reassurances, there's some insurance, there's assurances that you're going to be able to produce moringa consistently for the co-op. And it's going to take about a year for us to get to know each other from start to finish, where you're officially providing moringa at a high rate. And even if you're already growing, we want to make sure that we're testing the soil. A third party, the Moringa Growers Co-op, is certifying your location with soil. Also making sure that it's closely monitored throughout that whole year, so that way we know the practices, and making sure there's no spraying around and it's not being watered by reclaimed water. And everything is exactly how we need it to be for the high standard of moringa that we're providing the whole world right now. We're getting orders coming in. We've got some people in Canada that are like, hey, knocking down our door. We need moringa from you. We need moringa from the co-op, and we need to be opening up our doors to Canada. And also Australia. Surprisingly, we're getting a lot of requests for people that want to see our moringa in Australia, which is amazing. I'm extremely flattered that people are just really trying to really get it shipped over there. And that's the thing, is that we want to make sure that we have the quantity, enough quantity to make it worth it for you, and also for the cost of shipping to be as low as it can be. And I just have to do some more research and get some more help in sales and marketing and things like that, which would really be helpful in helping to expand the co-op, so that way others can help take the calls and and take the text messages and take the comments. So that way, as a team, we're still growing and getting everything out there. So if you're a salesperson already and want to help the co-op, we would love to get your services and need your help. Contact me. Anybody can contact me directly. My number is 813-690-6516. And I have a text line that you can also call me or text me at 813-567-3100. And that will keep us in touch. And so let me know where you are in this process and where you want to be. The best way to let us know, too, we get a lot of people that are calling and asking how do they join the co-op, and that's why this video is coming out right now. Best way is let us know what position you'd like to hold. If you want to be a harvester, if you want to be a grower, if you want to be a seller, you want to be an owner. Those positions are available at moringagrowerscoop.org. You'll see right there, sign up your email. You'll get the copy of this free manual, and then it'll let us know where in the co-op you want to be. And that helps us out, and that will let us know, and that's the best way really right now to join the co-op and, in a sense, get some more information. Let's learn about Moringa, everything we can about Moringa. I love it when someone calls and I know the question sequences, and they're just so excited. They just came across Moringa, and they're really just connecting all the dots. Like, I can hear their brain working, and it's beautiful because that's how I was. You know, I remember that brings me back to asking all these questions, and why you asking all them questions, you know, and I love answering these questions for people one by one by one. It really helps to open them up to the plant world. And oh my gosh, this is amazing. I didn't know that you could do this, or I didn't know that you could just put leaves right in warm water and you could have a wonderful tea. It's about just kind of stepping out of the box and doing things a little bit different. This year, it's 2021, and we need you to kind of get a little bit more flexible with us, you know? Do some more yoga, do some more stretching, and obviously drink, consume, eat Moringa as much as you can and feel those benefits. Be a testimonial in yourself. Be a testimonial for the co-op and for your business and how it's helped you in the near future, in the past, and also in the present, and how it gets you through the day, and how it helps with your nerves. I know it does with me. It keeps me a little bit more calm, a little bit more relaxed, helps with the blood, the circulation. Also, Ariel helps very much with the yoga. So hopefully you're getting a little bit more clarity as to how you can join the co-op. You can call me. Let me know that you want to join. You can stop by here at Numa Farms anytime between 10 and 2 o'clock, any day of the week. It helps if you just let me know that you're coming in ahead of time. You can make the appointment at our website, moringagrowerscoop.org, as well as numanursery.com. And that way, if you want to come in, like we just had some guests that came in from Kissimmee today in Orlando. They picked up seeds, they picked up trees, they picked up some powder. They're going to eat the seeds every day. The family's from Puerto Rico, and they just eat the seeds every day. They eat like 2 or 3, and it helps them stay off of excess medications, and it just makes them feel better. Of course, talk to your doctor if you are on medications right now first before taking Moringa. That really would help. And just know that it is a food, it's an herb, it's completely safe, edible, it's organic, and start in small amounts. You know, start with a little bit of powder. Sometimes people are scooping the whole tablespoon in, and they're like, I can't do Moringa, it's not good for me. Well, it's because you just overdid it the first time, and you just need to start with a small amount. Like I did, I just put a little bit of powder in there, and that'll be really helpful. And then as we progress and get you through that whole year, that training period where you're learning, you're taking the classes, and you're getting the training courses, we're going to have a bunch of things coming out. You're getting content from me, things that I don't always share here live on Facebook and YouTube. We'll have members only content eventually. That way there's much more in-depth answers to soil types, seed quality, how to prune and care and harvest for your trees in a very detail-oriented manner that we're going to be making sure that that's all for our members only. And And we'll still be here making content. You can still learn from me every day. I'll still have my crazy Moringa rants going on for you to be here. So I really appreciate everybody that's been here so far. Please like this video if you haven't yet. Please like, subscribe, share this on your social media, and let people know all about Moringa, that we're getting together, we're growing. The co-op's getting big. I mean, we're already at 300 locations in Tampa, just within the Tampa Bay area: Hillsborough, Pasco, Hernando, Manatee, Sarasota County. We've got a couple trees over there. We've even got some trees in Palm Beach County. We've got some trees down in Dade City, up in Dade City, but also in Dade County, Broward County, St. Lucie County. We definitely have some trees in St. Lucie County, Orange County, Osceola County. How many counties are there in Florida? Oh, Jacksonville. We've got growers in Jacksonville. We got members in Jacksonville hitting us up like, yo, we're ready to come out there. We're bringing a truck. We need you to fill us up with fresh greens, dried greens, so that way they can take it to the farmers markets in Jacksonville. They're starting to get loaded up. It's cold right now, so all their moringa trees in Jacksonville just died back. So they're going to be driving down to southern farms, southern moringa farmers, and picking up their moringa, so that way they continue to sell it in their area, and they still want to be local. There's 67 counties in Florida, and we want to get into all 67 counties. If you're in a county in Florida that I haven't mentioned yet, please, we want you to join the co-op, and we want you to learn, grow, how to sell it, how to earn money. This is how you earn money from the co-op. People are like, how do you earn money growing moringa trees? Sell it. You got to sell it. And also, this is what we're going to help do for you. If you can't sell it just yet, you just don't know how, maybe you don't want to, and you just want the co-op to sell for you, that's also an opportunity too. We can also just sell for you. If you just have enough where you just want the co-op to sell for you, yes, we can do that as well. We can do anything together as a co-op, and that's what I'm learning, is that we're working together, we're growing. It's really beautiful, beautiful time of the year. Happy 2021, everybody. I'm Kendrick Henry, your local moringa farmer. If you haven't yet, come by to see me, give me a call, like the video, share it with everybody, subscribe to our Numa Nursery YouTube channel, go over to the Moringa Growers Co-op YouTube channel, and we have tons of videos about how you can learn about growing moringa trees. I think we're going to go ahead and do some more work on the farm today. We're going to get some cuttings in the ground. We harvested some moringa cuttings last week, and we're going to go ahead and just put them in the ground. We'll go ahead and just put some mulch around them and let those cuttings kind of do what they can do over the next couple months. It might get really cold, they might die, but you know what? I don't want them to go to waste. I'm going to at least get them in some soil, mulch them, and either way, they're still going to be making soil in the same location where we're going to be growing new trees. If those ones don't make it, we're going to be planting some more in spring, and we're getting a lot of orders for spring right now. We've got 3,000 tree order now for March 1st. Someone's going to come down from I think New York. Someone's going to come down from New York. They want to pick up 3,000 moringa trees for the summer, and they're going to take it back to New York. So we have that order, and lots of people just getting properties in Punta Gorda, Sarasota, Bradenton that have 50 acres, 20 acres, 10 acres. They're all ready to join the co-op. They just need the training manual. They need to learn how to sell it. They need us to sell it, and they also need their certificate, so that way they can become an official owner. And we're telling everybody that's going to take about a year. So thanks everybody for joining and sticking through with us. Really appreciate you for investing and joining and learning your time and your energy with us today. Happy Saturday. Peace, love, and prosperous growing. I'll see you next week. We'll be here. I just learned that this is actually the Kinetic symbol for peace, and so I'm going to be doing this a little bit more. I think this is the Kinetic symbol for peace because the fingers are together and they're one. But this is actually the symbol for war because they're divided. And I didn't realize that. And might be why things are just kind of flipped in the world, because everybody keeps going like this, but really that means war. We don't know what we're doing sometimes. Lots of symbology, but I'll leave you today with peace and love from my heart. Moringa love to you. Thank you for watching and joining us, and just interested in learning more about Moringa. We're doing really good here. In case you just wanted to check in and see how Kendrick's doing, I'm doing amazing. Making sure I'm taking my Moringa, making sure that we're keeping the space clean and clear, and we're getting lots of help every single day. If you need a job and you need some extra hours and you need some extra income, come on by. I'll interview you, and maybe we could do like a day or 2 days a week starting off just to get you acclimated to the space. We could definitely use some more help, and the business is growing consistently. So thanks for everybody for supporting, watching, ordering. Stop by moringagrowerscoop.org, support us today, get some products, and we'll ship it right out to you right away. Thank you, and we'll see you next time. Peace.